What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dylan back with another video about weight loss and just overall health. And today I want to talk about why your environment is secretly making it super hard for you to lose weight in 2025. Okay? So why is our environment playing such a critical role in making us unhealthy, making us fat, and just making us overweight and, feel bad about our bodies, and just it makes us feel terrible, right? And why is this happening? Well, everything is unnatural now. Literally everything we do now is unnatural, including the things that we eat, including the things that we put on our bodies, the things that we surround ourselves with. They're all unnatural, and they're gonna make us more unhealthy. You might say, oh, but what are you talking about? You're being so vague. Okay, so here's some examples. What does everyone do all day? They look at their screens all day. They're on their phones all day. Then they go home from work. They've been at work all day looking at screens under LED lights. They go back to their house. They watch TV. They eat some junk food. They eat some bread, some ultra processed food. They listen to freaking Bluetooth. They're Bluetooth in all day. They're freaking using polyester clothing all the time. So they're getting microplastics in everything. Literally everything that we do nowadays contributes to us being more unhealthy. We're lacking in vitamin D. We're not eating enough animal protein. We're not eating enough animal fats. So everything, it compounds, and you realize that, wow, literally all the habits that we've been trying to build upon when we're trying to lose weight, all these habits that we're trying to build, they're being basically fought against. All of these negative habits are gonna fight against your good habits. If you sleep good, but you have a terrible diet, they're not gonna help each other out. They're gonna work against each other. If you have a good diet, but you're constantly putting chemicals all over your face and chemicals all over your body and chemicals in your hair and chemicals in your everything, it's not going to be conducive to being healthy. It's not going to be conducive to actually living a good life and being healthy. So what is the solution if you are constantly in this state of unhealthiness and constantly doing things that are unnatural, that are making your environment worse? What do you have to do? You have to change your environment. It's that simple. It's not hard at all. It just takes discipline and it takes effort. So how are we going to do that? Well, you have to start off by saying, what do I have in my immediate environment that is not helping me? Look around your house, and do you have super sugary treats everywhere? Do you have junk food everywhere? Do you have chemicals everywhere? People will literally have they'll lather their whole body in chemicals thinking it's going to help them. No, it's not. Deodorants nowadays, they have a ton of chemicals. Everything has chemicals now. And I'm not telling you to stop wearing deodorant, because I wear deodorant, but what I'm saying is you need to find healthier alternatives, better alternatives to those specific things. So instead of going with a name brand, go with another brand that has natural ingredients that actually is not going to be toxic for your body. Same thing with showering. When you're showering, the water quality is terrible nowadays, especially in the United States. If you know. Water quality is not good. The quality of our food supply is not good. Most of the food that we're eating has a ton of fertilizer, or not fertilizer. Oh my God, sorry, not fertilizer. Pesticides on all the food we eat. Chemicals on all the food we eat. And it's only gonna get worse from here. It's not gonna get better. So you have to try and cut out all of these middlemen. You have to go straight to the source. If you want to get the best food possible, you want to go straight to the source. And what is the source? The farms, the butcher shops, the places where you actually get high quality food, the farmers markets, the local businesses, not the super big grocery stores that sell you the factory farmed meat and the terrible food. No, you have to change where you're buying from, change your habits, literally change everything if you want to make that difference. These habits can compound, and you're gonna tell wow, I feel better. I don't feel as sick. I feel more in tune with nature. you're just gonna be like, wow, this is really crazy. Like, I didn't know this was even possible. Getting a shower filter is another one. It's like, dude, we're literally bathing in chemicals. The water we have is full with chemicals and random crap and fluoride and everything. So change your environment and you change your life. And that goes for everything. And also it can go for people. People in your environment are gonna want you to continue to do the bad habits because they do them. If you're hanging out with your friends and your friends are all eating like super unhealthy food, or your friends are all eating alcohol, drinking alcohol, you're gonna be more inclined to do the same thing as them. You're gonna be more inclined to drink. You're gonna be more inclined to eat super unhealthy food. So changing your environment is gonna help you insanely. It's gonna help you so much because literally that's what's gonna control how you act. And you may be like, oh no, I have really good discipline. But it comes to a point where it's like, your discipline can only go so far. And you're gonna have this thing where it's like decision fatigue. When you're constantly tempted with something and you keep saying no and no and no, it kind of hurts. It's hard. It's not easy to do because deep down you kind of want to do that thing. You kind of want to fit in with other people. You kind of want to, indulge. And that is going to be hard for you to resist. It's going to be hard for you to resist and hard for you not to do. So surrounding yourself with those people, even if you think you're disciplined, it's still going to be harder than if you never had those people surrounding you in the first place, than if you never had that situation in the first place, because you wouldn't even be thinking about it. You'd just be thinking about your day-to-day. You'd just be thinking about, oh yeah, what's my next meal? I'm going to eat some nice steak. I'm going to have a nice healthy meal. I'm going to thrive. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to feel healthy. You wouldn't be thinking about any of those things if you were outside trying to drink alcohol. Like, you wouldn't be thinking about that stuff. So surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals, people who know that their body's important, people that, they have similar goals to you, they have similar aspirations and mindsets to the ones that you have, that's going to go a long way in making your weight loss journey easier. You're not going to be the super skinny guy around a ton of fat guys. You're gonna want to hang around with other people that share the same vision as you, that share the same aspirations in health as you. So just keep that in mind. I'm not telling you to stop hanging out with your friends. I'm just telling you, maybe instead of going out on Friday night and getting alcohol, maybe you guys go do something else. Or maybe if they still go anyways, you tell them, hey, I'm not comfortable with doing that anymore, and I'm not gonna do it, and I hope you guys respect my decision and you just do your own thing. A lot of times your friends, they're understanding. They're not gonna get mad about certain things like that, but you just have to communicate with them. And communication's another big thing. When you communicate to others, it's like, oh yeah, right now I'm losing weight. I'm not gonna be indulging in negative habits and junk food. And you tell them that, they're probably gonna be, at first they're probably gonna be kind of weirded out by that because, that's a different thing. But if they're really good friends, they'll help you out. They will stop, trying to tempt you, and they will root for you in your pursuit of health and your pursuit of betterment. They'll be rooting for you if they're real friends. So I just want you guys to know that changing your environment is the one-way ticket to health, and doing it right now is the most important part. Don't wait. Do it right now. Do everything you can to make yourself live a better life. I'll see you guys in the next video.